You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, my YNR peeps. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your 2-week spoilers for Young and the Restless. These run from Monday, January 22nd, all the way through Friday, February 2nd. Can you believe we are 2 weeks out from February sweeps? Before these 2 weeks are over, we will have 2 days of sweeps under our belt, and this means huge action coming on your front burner storylines. All right, I'm going to dig in and unpack all of these spoilers for you, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates. So Victor has a busy day on Monday. He talks to Victoria about Claire. He doesn't trust her. He calls her that woman, but Victoria keeps hammering at him, and he finally agrees to some certain terms of her behavior and proving herself, and that he will welcome her into the family. So that's kind of interesting. Speaking of welcoming people into the family, Victor lets Adam know that he's okay with him dating Sally Spectra. It's never going to be a 5-star endorsement, but Victor does see that Sally makes Adam happy. He doesn't think she's good enough for either of his boys, but he's going to live with it, and that's good enough for Adam. Heather tells Daniel she's in love with him again, and they do the deed, cheating on Lily. What a pair of creeps. And Sharon offers some advice to Nick. Nick is very nice to Sally. They agree they can be amicable friends. And then he basically tells her he's cool with her being with Adam. But then he tells Sharon he's not cool with it at all. Not because he wants Sally back, but he doesn't think Adam's good enough for Sally, and he thinks Adam's going to hurt Sally. And Sharon gives him a good perspective on this. And that perspective should be, mind your business. It's not your problem. So, Victoria has a talk with Nikki, and they wind up talking about Claire, and that inspires Nikki to do something kind of off kilter. Tuesday, January 23rd, speaking of off kilter, Claire realizes someone is in her room at the mental wing of the hospital. She's startled. I'm sure she's scared. It's Jordan. Looks like it's not Jordan. It looks like it's Nikki. Nikki's there for some closure. I think Nikki needs to know that Claire didn't want to do any of this stuff, that she was trained to do this stuff, that she feels guilty about the things she did, and that had she known the truth, she wouldn't have ever, done what she did to the Newmans. Nikki needs to hear this for her peace of mind, and I think she's going to get that. Ashley talks to her sister Traci Abbott about the Tucker incident and Paris, and at this point, I am so tired of these conversations. I almost don't care if Tucker burned down the whole cafe. It's so annoying. It's been going on for so long, and now we're getting dueling flashbacks that won't stop. If Ashley is going to be done with Tucker, they're divorced. They're over. He's told her they're done. She's told him they're done. Why keep dredging it? Why is Young and the Restless putting the viewers through it, right? It doesn't matter. Does it matter anymore? I don't think it matters anymore, other than Ashley can't let it go. And the fact that she can't let it go and is being all obsessive, to me, is a red flag. Kyle and Abbott enjoy a fresh start, but not as a couple, because Summer is making her moves on chance. I think Kyle might be looking for an end to get back in the door with Summer now that Audra has ditched him, but I don't think that's going to work out well for him, and I don't think he deserves it to work out well. Just my humble opinion. Wednesday, January 24th, Abby Newman has a brand new project in mind. Is this something to do with expanding her work? She had mentioned before she wanted to be on the board at Chancellor Winters to help protect Devon. Maybe she wants another baby. There's so many options. Victor pulls Nikki aside and starts asking her pointed questions. He's very concerned about her decision making. I wonder if he found out she went to the hospital and scared the crap out of Claire. And Nikki is really struggling, and Jack Abbott is there for her as well. She has a good support network this time around. I think she's going to pull through it, but I don't trust Seth. All right, Thursday, January 25th, we've got Devon coming for Daniel. So on Monday, Daniel cheats on Devon's sister, Lily. He hops right on top of his ex, Heather. Heather and Daniel have been acting so skeezy and so sleazy. All he has to do is fly, go see Lily, talk to her and go, you know what? It's not working out. You know, we're just going to call it off and then come back and bang Heather. But it's a soap opera, so they're never going to do anything that mature, right? So I hope Devon knows what Daniel did and reams him. I hope he threatens his job and everything. I do not like the way either of the Romalotti men are behaving lately. Chance comes clean to Billy about something. I feel like this is a work thing, you know, or maybe he tells them that he and Summer are going to date. It'd be kind of funny if Billy Abbott said, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. If you guys don't remember, back when Hunter King was in the role, Billy had sex with her just to tick off Phyllis the night before he checked himself into rehab. And I think Nick finally found out about it, but it's pretty much still kind of a widespread secret around Genoa City that Billy has been with Phyllis. Audra opens up to Nate and tells him a secret. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder if they're going to get together. We'll see. Friday, January 26th, we have Traci taking a leap of faith when it comes to her sister Ashley. And again, they could just put this whole storyline to bed and I would not miss it one stinking bit. I don't want to hear one more thing about Paris and the cafe and the wine and the chair. Josh Griffith, please, I beg you, stop. Nobody cares. All right. Diane Jenkins rubs Nikki the wrong way. I'm sure this is something about Jack helping Nikki with her sobriety struggle. And right after Nate has a scene with Audra on Friday, Victoria leans on Nate as well. I certainly hope that those two do not rekindle their romance because honestly, I think they bring out the absolute worst in each other. They are so toxic together. All right, the week of January 29th through February 2nd wraps up with 2 days of February sweeps happening that week. Big stuff. Jordan is cooking up her revenge scheme, but she needs to get out of jail to do it. More questions loom about Seth, Nikki's sketchy AA sponsor who was rifling her desk and seems to be off kilter, maybe drinking, maybe doing drugs, maybe just running frantic because he's doing bad things for Jordan. Ashley may be shaken to the core when her accusations against Tucker play out false. Diane may not like how close Nikki is getting to Jack. And it's going to get interesting with Audra and Victoria since Nate is going to be between them. And Claire is making progress, but all of that might be shaken to the core, back to ground zero when Jordan comes for all of them. Sharon and Nick get closer as we step deeper into sweeps, and Kyle needs some romance, but there's not a lot of ladies around to offer it. You know, maybe he can date Claire. They just need to get her sane, get her out of the hospital. I mean, honestly, she's the only one age appropriate and single. And yeah, so maybe we'll see that happen. All right, those are all of our early spoilers for the second week. The week that ends on the 2nd, and your full roster of spoilers for the 22nd through the 26th. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. I'm here talking Y&R with you guys 7 days a week. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely come back because we're here talking soaps all the time. Tune in again. Thanks.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.